Hey, welcome to Ice Age TV. And wow, I only got 6 minutes of talking. I can't even read it. But hey, what's going on now in the Ford F-150 lowered, slammed Coyote truck, right? What's going on now, right? Yeah, well, this person here wants to dominate the road. There's the first thing, but yeah, what are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do? This truck here, oh my gosh. So I put my little mirrors on. Didn't do much, just too much rain. And yeah, what am I doing today, right? What is the ball game today in the F-150? You know, incredible. Even I don't watch my videos before I preview them. I just post them and go. And one of my forum members just let me know on the car forum that you don't have a rear spare tire. Wow. What? Ice Age TV Adventures with no spare tire. So the dealership for this truck to put that exhaust in, I guarantee you they had the spare tire, and that's why I think that it's not a spare tire. But I guess what performance vehicle do you buy anymore to have a spare tire? You have to have a tire plug kit, inflator kit, whatever, I guess. So yeah, so how does that all play out, right? Where's my fifth wheel and tire? Think that through. Years ago I used to talk about how you buy a vehicle and they modify it and they take all the wheels and tires off and they go just sell them on the side of their own, but yet you paid for that in the price of the truck. So why is it theirs? It's mine. So yesterday I never even thought about that. They threw that spare wheel tire off, and I should probably text my guy and say, where's the spare tire for the truck? And I guarantee I know the answer. They're gonna be like, well, this exhaust won't work, so but at the same time, I would like to have a spare tire and wheels, so I gotta do that. I'm doing it right now. Wowsker, holy crowley. Who'd ever imagine, hey, Ice Age TV, who'd ever imagine that Ford would put the selectable features, see here, in this truck? I mean, who would ever thought of that? I never would have thought an F-150 truck, would have changeable modes like this. This is crazy. I mean, I'm not lying to you. I never would have thought this truck would have selectable. And you know what? It's incredible. I'm not embellishing here. This sport mode, the sport mode is so fun. I mean, this thing just becomes a different machine. It really does. I guess it's what I kind of forget with having all these damn cars is I think the sport mode really opens up the full power. I mean, I'm just now thinking that to myself right now is, yeah, duh. I talk about it all the time. Well, it gets toasty warm in this freaking truck. Whew, it's too hot. It's such a small cab. But right now, I just went to sport mode. This thing here, this thing has, if I'm correct, there you go. If I'm correct, this thing has 470 horsepower. I looked it up last night, and I swear I saw the 2022 Ford 5.0 option is 470 horsepower. I mean, that's pretty damn respectable. I mean, good Lord. And it's this thing here. I mean, I'm not even ragging this thing. I mean, I'm barely even getting into it. Wow. I'm amazed. More dealers. I'm amazed somebody doesn't figure this out. I mean, wow. This thing is just beyond unbelievable. This sport mode too. Oh my gosh. This is the deal, man. It's not even supercharged. This is more fun than my Shelby I had. I'm not lying. I am not embellishing. That Shelby truck that I bought, it just did not feel as free-spirited as this truck does. I mean, I should have had my window down for that. Oh my gosh, this thing here, what a blast. And believe it or not, the dealership, Baltimore Ford, there's a guy there that really wanted to do this, but there's another guy there that wasn't excited about this. So there was literally an internal argument if they do this deal in this truck as far as build it. And yeah, I feel for the guy that tried to do it, because yeah, this truck was built in June. So, you know, you get June, July, you know, so basically dealers start frowning on their inventory when it's 180 degrees old. Yeah, I mean, well, it's, it's close to it. It's five months. So it gets to that threshold where they want to get the product out of the inventory. So the whole point is, the gentleman that really wanted to do this, it was very challenging to get the deal done because of the parts, the back supply, the same old story. Supply. But oh my gosh. So earlier I just had this thing in normal mode, and then I saw, you know what, I'll put it in sport mode. Oh, it's just so much, this truck. So anyways, back to the Goons Baltimore Ford. It was kind of, you know how it is when you're trying to do something and everybody else disagrees. It isn't like the jinx mode starts. So I feel for the guy, because the jinx mode began because he wanted to build this truck, and they specifically ordered this truck just for that reason. Oh yeah, thanks for responding out there on how one of my subscribers said, hey man, you can't get a Larry in a two-door truck. Right, good point. Yeah, duh. But I don't know. I have no idea. Another guy, I mean, just great comments. One guy's like, hey, I'm going to take my 4-door Super Crew and cut it in half, and I'm going to make it into a 2-door, and I'm going to lower it. I mean, come on. I mean, this just shows you, just me in this truck, and you're not here. But, I mean, it just shows, you know, the fun factor that this truck has. What is it about cars? It just what is it? The passion. I mean, come on. You know, the love for vehicles with engine noise. I mean, oh my gosh, it's just incredible how the things you can have fun in life, somebody wants to ruin it, right? It just doesn't end. But oh my man. Yeah. So what are we doing now? Yeah, we're going over to LA Tint. Yeah, what's this going to be, number 63? Yeah, I think it is. And I got another truck to bring to him too, the F-150 Black Lightning. I may get that one over there. That'd be number 64, right? So, yeah, go to LA Tint. My thoughts are keep it simple, even though part of me's like, hey, dude, black out the hood. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, definitely kind of give it a really kind of neat look. I mean, wow. And it seems so powerful. I mean, this truck, I was talking this yesterday. So now knowing that this truck has 470 horsepower, I mean, this is every bit of my Viper truck. In 2004, but the downside to the Viper truck in 2004 was 5 and 6 models, they had the stick shift and it was a long shift. I mean, it was long. So it wasn't like a short shifter here in between your console, you know? And, oh my gosh. The challenge here will be, don't get yourself in trouble. I mean, yeah, so this is every bit of my Viper truck, which I never even thought of. I never even thought to myself, hey, I'll get an F-150. You know, it's crazy, is I've been more focused on why doesn't Dodge get the Hellcat motor put in a Ram 2-door truck. I was surprised that hasn't happened. 2-door lowered. I mean, has anybody seen one? I have not seen a Ram 1500 Hellcat truck setup. And so I'm gonna get over here. This is the time of year where the police like to hang out and they like to come see you. Yeah, so yeah, thinking back about my Viper truck with 500 horsepower, oh my gosh. This, you know, in some aspects is very similar. This is a little choppier though. So my Ram truck wasn't as choppy. So there's one negative to the Ford over the Viper truck, but the positives are 10-speed auto, selectable different, tow, normal, eco, sport, mud, snow, whatever. The other is the exhaust is just badass. And I just can't get over on how, if you think it through, nobody has, I don't know, have really done this besides Shelby. Even though, yes, you can order the Shelby Super Snake truck without the supercharger. But you're still, it's going to be, I would say, probably an $80,000 truck. This truck here, you're way below that. You're under 60, I think, if you if you do it on your own and you buy a truck that you get a discount on, you're way under. I mean, you're way under. But here's the thing. I just am stunned that there's not been anybody out there that's taken a two-door Ram truck and thrown a Hellcat motor in it. I mean, or has anybody even taken a two-door Ram truck with a 6.4, 485 horsepower setup? I mean, think that through. I haven't even seen that. So, wow. What is it about the two-door lower truck that there's not much of a niche, I guess? I guess the general consensus is that it just isn't going to be much of a moving product. But to me, it's borderline like, it's no different you go and buy a two-door sports car. I mean, people like the two-door cars, right? Yeah, I think they do. So, Blaze is showing tons of police out today, and some are out and some aren't. This is that area where they just hang out and they just write a boatload of tickets. Because this is an area where you can just haul butt, and then just like once or twice a month, these guys, they just start writing tickets. Yeah, so so the thing is, this is definitely a choppy ride. It's definitely a choppy ride, but if you like to be beat up, and this is your truck. You go to work all day and get beat up, then this is going to be perfect for you. If you're married, you always get beat up, this is the truck for you. Let's see if we can hear anything in the tunnel. Yeah, you can't. Too much. The window's so up against this cab. It's so up against this cab, you just can't. Yeah, so yeah, it's is it rigid? No, but it's definitely, like I said yesterday, you're taking guys that put together a truck that they never put together before. So how do you finesse that? You know exactly how to make it work. You know what I mean? I mean, to really kind of, what the suspension, how do you really finesse that suspension where it's not as choppy? But it's a fun truck. I just can't size enough that this thing here, I'm like, sport mode, it's especially when you're kind of going down the back roads and all. I'll do more of that later. So yeah, so now, and what do I call it? I mean, that's a challenge now. Is this is a unique truck, and it's the Coyote. Yeah, the Coyote truck. I mean, what do we call it? I mean, I just don't know. I have to, you have the Super Snake, the Shelby Super Snake truck, right? So this would be the Coyote. Oh, I tell you, if you're ever married in a family that gets the paving contracts, it's just, see here, this is where it's, gets a little crazy. Road's kind of narrowing down. And it's not real clear in that either. They're kind of not clear in this road. Really be more of a 2-lane road. All right, you know what? We got some Jersey barriers coming up here. Maybe get get an idea of what this thing kind of does on the. pretty neat. Wonder what gear you need in this. To kind of get the ultimate power out of it. But I want to break her in, so I don't want to get too crazy. I really don't want to just rag her out, if you know what I mean. But oh my goodness gracious, what a fun truck. Yeah, the name of the truck. Gotta figure out a name. Ice Age, right? Ice Age. Yeah, there's one. That's not a bad idea. Yeah. All right, we're gonna go get the windows tinted out. I wonder if they can make me a decal. I wonder if their cutting machine has a capability to scribble out like Coyote. I don't know. Let's find out. It's interesting. Kind of hear a little bit more of the interior of the noise. Let's call it race truck. Yeah, now I feel like I'm in NASCAR right now. Got my Bronco buddy here. Yeehaw! Yeehaw, right? It is a Bronco. Oh, the fun times, right? Oh, here we come. I should just own this place. You know, believe it or not, I just about bought down in Florida a tent business. And a look at that, there's what they give me. There I am. They're probably like, oh, here he is. So yeah, I just bought one of these businesses, but they're so labor intensive. And my brother's borderline deaf. I was gonna buy it to help my brother make a living and do things, but I knew I'd have to live down in Florida to make it work, so I didn't do that. Follow me along. Here we go. All right, the fun begins, and I'm thinking about naming the truck Coyote and putting a nice sticker in the back here. We gotta get Travis out here, so I'm thinking a Coyote like sticker, like, you know, sideways or like right here. You know what I mean? Because the truck needs a name. Oh my goodness! So yeah, it's the tent, the front windshield, and all that good stuff. So here is the Ram TRX coming in now. Give it some gas. Give it some throttle. Come on, let's hear it. Give it some gas. Let's see if he'll do it. Hey, give it some gas. Give a little throttle. Now let's do mine. There you go. That sounds good. Wow. Nice. Yeah, I just might have one of those, but it wasn't meant to be. So I have one of those, which I think was meant to be. All right, she's done. Another LA tint job. This is 64. Number 64. And so we did the back window. We went ahead and did that. Sides, front. Now what I'm doing, I'm getting a Coyote sticker made up. I'm going to get a Coyote sticker that they're going to make for me. That's going to be like 15 inches long back here. The Coyote theme. And I'm going to have it be the grabber blue color, which I think that'll be pretty cool. So hopefully next week I'll be sticking on a nice sticker here that says Coyote. I think it'd be pretty cool. I think it looks good. I like it. All right, more driving time. I tell you, things happen for a reason sometimes. I ordered for my other truck the mud flaps, or I should say the interior mats here, these Husky, and I ordered for my F-150 Lightning that the other gentleman that works for me drives around in, not thinking that how those already have some in there. So then I was like, what a waste of money. Not knowing when I ordered that, not knowing when I ordered them, I made a mistake of getting them because the F-150 Lightning comes with rubber mats in the Lariat package, and not knowing this truck would be bought, and here you go. I mean, but what's crazy is it doesn't fit exactly correctly. Yeah, isn't that crazy? All right, I got a phone call here. I guess what's going on. Oh, the bumps and the turns and the jarring. Boy, it wouldn't be a truck otherwise, right? I mean, come on, think about it. Trucks are the beefy, beat you up, let you know it's a truck. I mean, what's happened to our society? People are driving around with SUVs with an open bed in the back of them about now, right? What's happened to the real truck as I get my teeth jarred, my fillings jarred out of my mouth, right? And my F-150, it's got to be called the Coyote. It's going to be called the Coyote, name of the truck. I got the stickers, the designer graphic people working on it as I speak, as I bounce all over the place, right? What a truck, though. This thing here is just so much fun. I mean, on these back roads, not so much because it's beating the hell out of me, but on the open road where the roads are a little bit more respectable, this thing just rocks. And it really does make a difference in this sport mode. I kind of forget about that. I don't know why I forget it, but you got to put the sport mode in these vehicles to get the energy out of it. I can really feel the difference when I'm in normal mode and I turn that knob down there and it goes to sport mode. I can feel this thing open up, and I just put premium in her. I didn't run her out of the fuel, but so I got like half a tank down and decided this thing is just, it's just a blast. I'm sure you're sick of hearing me say it, but you know what? It's just how to radiate that the cars I buy and drive, and yeah, can you keep this one? Right, I hear you. Yeah, how long do you keep it? Hopefully a long time. This is a unique vehicle. I mean, this is unique to unique. How many F-150 Slam two-door trucks have you seen around? New ones? I don't think there's many. Shelby Super Snake I had. Well, another thing I didn't talk about. I was so disappointed. I was told by the Shelby Super Snake rep for Tuscany Corp that they're going to do a 1-year run on those Super Snake trucks. And they're going to make 250 of them, and then that was it. They'd make 250 of them, and maybe 280, and then that was it. Yeah, well, this past summer I'm down in Florida, and there's F-150 Super Snake, and maybe since I have hearing aids, maybe I just don't hear correctly, but I swear that rep told me that the vehicle 1-year run and done. And once again, I could be wrong, but the whole point is, here I'm thinking I got this really unique truck, and only so many were made, and it's over. And sure enough, down there in Florida this past summer, and Carl Flamer, here's a small Ford dealership down there in Florida, and they've got a brand new Super Snake truck sitting in front of their dealership. Yeah, and I'm like, wait a second, I don't understand this. So to me, I'm like, you know what? A lot of money for a fat truck, and that's why I got rid of it. Do this thing. I am not a truck. I'm not even. I mean, I'm just. You see this? I mean, oh my gosh, man. Yeah, I mean, I got groceries in the back of the bed, so I cannot get too crazy. Yeah, the eggs, the milk. I'll be having breakfast in the back of the bed of this truck, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so got to keep her tame. Went by the Ford dealer, Coon Sterling Ford, got my bed rug. So they actually had one in stock. They think that somebody ordered one, then canceled. It wasn't me, I don't think. And then I got mud flaps. Now the debate is, you know, debatable how it'll make the truck look if I put those on, which you can always take them off, right? And I love the tint. So the gentleman back there at LA Tint, one of the other guys, it's a really great guy. The guy, a little older gentleman back there, he really highly recommended tinting the back of this window, and I really am glad that I did that, because I just think it looks better. The interior really is, you know, not overly dark, but it's definitely nice, and you know, it just has a different theme. I mean, I've got the front windshield, you know, so it definitely is a cooler, like, inside interior. Yeah, I can only imagine this truck here, if you put a supercharger on, but I don't need it. You don't need this. Here's the challenge. Suspension. This is a cool suspension all, but it's a choppy ride. So, man, get this thing up in the high speeds. I don't know. You know, I just don't know. I mean, you gotta, you know, how much is this thing road? I mean, look at this here. I am not even getting into this truck, and it just sounds so cool. It's just so much fun. The conversations, right? What are you driving? What are you doing? Right? The lighting. I'm just curious if they're even doing with that thing at this point. But now, project is the bed rug, and they already have a tonneau cover on here. I don't even want to think about it. I do not want to take that tonneau cover off to be able to do this. Listen to this thing. You hearing this thing? I'm going to take the tonneau cover off to be able to put the bed rug in. I can only hope I can just unloosen some of the bed rail clamps and make it all work. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, anyways, I got a lot going on. So it kind of disappeared for a while. So I got a lot going on. Yeah, I got a lot going on. So projects, and now the holidays are here. I mean, a week from now, I'm in Tennessee. Just time. As you get older in life, wow, time. So anyway, we're gonna wrap it up in the official Coyote Day. Listen to this thing. I don't know if you can hear this thing like I can. So the sport mode, you see the little S down there? Yeah, that's the sport mode is the most fun. You gotta put it in sport mode. What a gentleman mentioned last night, said the reason he's getting a lot of that rumble, that drone, is because he feels like this has the cylinder deactivation. I don't know about that in the Ford product. I know like GM's had that, so I have no idea, but it made sense to me. It's like, right. And so when you go to the sport mode in this, you don't get that as much as that lull and drag of that exhaust note, kind of like that drone feel. So the sport mode is actually the better mode. Just a funner mode too, as you can probably hear through the yeah, I mean, just what a blast. Yeah, so how many of these are out there? You know what I mean? I don't know. I have no idea. I've never, you know, incredible is I've never been really focused on that, even though I had an F-150 Super Sting. Should have been. Listen to this thing. See, this thing's in sport mode. So it's playing with the training more to give you more of that instantaneous speed, you know? Oh my gosh. So it's right now we're in fourth gear. That's pretty cool. See, there's the gear indicator, fourth gear. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to get too crazy. Here's another guy cutting through. This guy's got a Maryland tag. It's because this main road that I live up near is always locked down, so everybody cuts through this back road to get up to the next road. Yeah, the wife's gonna walk out the door and be like, "What's this?" Uh-oh. Haven't had that conversation. Car lot, right? The new car lot in all reality. Oh, we're gonna package. These guys put these packages in front of my gate. It just drives you nuts. Does anybody have any common sense anymore? I don't think this society does, personally. All right. Don't take it too personal there, right? Thanks for everybody watching Ice Age TV. Coyote Truck Driving Day. Yeah, stay tuned for more adventures. Thanks for watching. Wow, I got another project. Actually, my tailgater came in for my Bronco. That's a different rear door accessory for my Bronco. There's another whole project. Projects, man. I could just stay home all day long just doing accessories to my vehicles. Yep. Why don't I do that, right? Why didn't I do that type of business? Hey, wow. Look here. This is the tailgater that I got from the company. I'll share that on my video. I'm going to make an exclusive video to install my rear Bronco accessory to the back of the back door, where you can turn this into a table. And some people have asked me, what's the color of the material? And so there it is. I think it's bamboo. So supposedly this is bamboo. And that's so cool. That is so nice. And I got the black satin finish to go with it to kind of match the black on my Bronco. So that's just pretty cool. I just went and unloaded the truck up with all the groceries. And I backed all the groceries. And the wife came out, helped me unload all the groceries. Not a peep. Yikes. I thought to myself, let me just do a real quick walk around. So this is the truck now that the rear window's been tinted out. Front's been tinted. And the windshield's been tinted. I think it just gives this thing such a really even nicer look. There she is. I think pretty cool. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this color, Grabber Blue, and there's a Coyote design already for the Coyote Mustangs. And I'm going to put a Coyote, decal right here with that blue, with a Coyote, the animal howling look right here. I think that'll look really cool. It'll give it more character, and people will be like, hey, that's a Coyote truck. Right. Thanks for watching.